Listen here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not. Okay, this is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout. So I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it. Okay, and I'm done working out now. So that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here. Okay, you put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey. Okay, your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, now come on in, now come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? We're back for scripted TV. Okay, listen, girl, I'm still feeling a little groggy. I don't know why. Okay, maybe just too much NyQuil. I don't know, child. But we're drinking elderberry in the tea. Okay, and I have opinions, so we're here and we're gonna get it popping. I'm glad to see everybody. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, Kenya, Lashina, Tyree, Trudy, Golden Cece, Kendra, Simply Telly, Jam, Jermaine, Latrice, Zari, okay, Miss Yanni, Andrea, Latanya, Carmel, Ashley, Wade, Vernita, okay, thank y'all so much. What is that? Ahanya? Is that what it's saying? I hope that's what it's saying. Okay, Kesia or Keisha? Child, you know, y'all be spelling y'all names all these ways. Child, I can't read right now. Hey, Miss Keita, baby. Okay, what's going on? Brittany, Mel, Erica, Sunny, Sunshine, Hannah. Let me tell y'all something, bitch. Listen, is this mic on? Before we get into it, I know a lot of y'all be being cheap and don't want to pay for a bitch content. And that's okay. I respect that. Because I used to feel that way too. But I'm going to just say this. My Discord may not always be popping, but that shit was popping yesterday. That shit was hilarious. Okay? Listen, I had to get on the mic. Because even if you're not in the Discord, Okay. I love you, Lady Lex. Thank you. Even if you're not in a Discord, if you were in the forum, then you saw that I sent y'all to the Discord. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all shine up. Look, shine up. Y'all make sure to sign up for my website, bondyblueshow.com, and become a member. Become a Royal Blue member, become a Baby Blue member. Okay, either or. Now listen, annual members, this is a little tea for you guys. Okay, you guys will receive an email. My annual members only will receive an email offering you guys like a not even a discount. Y'all gonna get like a free trial. Y'all are gonna get a free. Is it a discount? I can't remember. Either way, it's a free trial. We're gonna send that out to y'all, and basically, y'all will get either 3 or 6 months, depending on whether you will go to silver on Patreon. Okay, so that's how we will move y'all over to the website. That way, y'all get more than y'all pay for anyway. Okay, so just make sure y'all sign up on the website with the same email that you signed up for Patreon with, okay? And y'all just give us, I think on Friday, that's going to go live, and it's only going to be up for 48 hours. So by Monday at noon, it's going to be done. So if you are an annual member and you don't switch over, that is on you. I will send you an email. I will post it on YouTube. I will tweet it. I will put it on my Instagram, and I'm gonna put it wherever I can put it for y'all to see. And I'm giving y'all 48 hours. I'm gonna say it in all of the videos except for the Ooh Ladies First panel, okay? But I'm just letting y'all know, if you an annual member, we're gonna send y'all an email. So check y'all emails to switch over for the free trial that we giving y'all. Hey, Nola Reeds. What's up, boo? Thank you for the super chat, baby. I had to gift because yesterday was everything. I was thoroughly entertained. I paid for both because I couldn't wait. Thank you. I appreciate that so very, very much. Okay. Well, just know, if y'all already did that, then you don't have to. But I appreciate y'all that did. So very, very much. But yeah, girl. I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all know there are a lot of peen pics. And Stevie J is still my favorite. Okay, listen. All right. So with that being said, I hope that will encourage you guys. Encourage you. Be encouraged. Okay. Be encouraged. All right. Y'all know, before we get into it, I'm gonna give everybody a little bit more of time to get in here. I don't have PayPal when other payment options are available. So you should be able to pay with a credit card through PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal in order to pay through PayPal. Okay, but we're gonna add Square as well at some point. Yes, child, the beefcake. Okay, yeah, Stevie is undefeatable. Okay, you know why? Because I feel like all of the things go together. You know what I'm saying? It's not like with your Soulja Boys or your Trey Songz where you might be worried. They might hurt you with that thing. They might with reckless abandon. But see, Stevie makes me feel like Stevie only wants to make you hurt in a good way. It's something about Stevie that make me feel like when he in that bag, when he in that type of bag, that's all about getting you wrapped up in a dick. Okay, getting you wrapped up in a dick. Okay, like this, like that, like this, like that. You got other people out here that got things that's just going all over the place, and they're like, a used car sale. They're blowing in the air. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you're doing nothing with that. You're hurting people with that. Put that away. You know what I'm saying? Your thing is stinging, but beyond that, what is it doing? You know what I'm saying? It's causing damage. You know what I'm saying? You didn't see. Listen, Randy Ricardo, go on the forum. You're a member, aren't you? Go on the forum because I posted it on the forum. If you're on the forum, both Nelly and Lil Fizzle Pop situations are posted in a Twitter link on the forum. So make sure you check out the forum. Nick's mind, not Fizzle. Thank you, Donna Clay, for the super chat. And Nick is very impressive. That is hilarious. Wade, thank you for the super chat. I hope Queens gets a season 2. Eve had her baby. I know I saw this morning. Y'all know I'm an Eve fan. So I was one of the first people to see it when I saw it. Okay, listen, in my mind, bitch. I'm like, oh, I'm an AC. Oh, because nigga grew up with Eve. That's how I feel. So I'm happy for her and Max. Congratulations to them. Hopefully they will be back on the show because we tired of y'all not performing and giving us more music. We tired. Okay. But anyway, y'all, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the Queen's notes of it all. Okay, so Queens was really good this episode. Well, really good. It was good, but it wasn't like really good. That's me over exaggerating because the brain is foggy. But let me see. Okay, so Jill's ex-husband's trial is starting. All right, and you see Jill in a car. She's stressed out. All right, but he ends up getting convicted, and he gets an opportunity to address the court. This addressing of the court is recorded and put on record, and so it is played in the news, in the media. And it was a message to Jill, basically, you think justice has been served here. But the real person who inflicted the real suffering was a woman. Burn her at the stake. She's a witch. Bitch, you're a witch. That's what it was giving. He said, God will judge you, Jill. Okay? Jill is the real criminal. She will pay for her crimes against humanity. It was really like my woman don't want me no more and left me for another woman. So now I'm going to use God to make it a I hate all women situation. You niggas are so like basic. Even in your rage, even in your out of nowhere, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde switch that you've done, Jill's ex-husband, you know, because he went from being super sweet and super nice to being a psycho. It makes me feel like you men are like literally insecure, like little bitches and barely holding it together. And as soon as a woman rejects you, you just jump off the deep end. And it's like, I want to kill everybody. And it's like, you should calm down because ultimately God, okay, see, this is what happens when you believe in God. You should know that all things happen for a reason. And he could be pushing you back and setting you back for a come up. You never know the good church girl that would have happily given you children. You don't know. Hold up, y'all. This is important. Give me a second. Like the video. Hey y'all, I'm so sorry for the wait. I'm so sorry for the wait, you guys. That was actually the vet calling about my dog. So, I'm gonna get back to Queens in a second. But y'all, a lot of y'all follow me on Twitter. Y'all know I posted about me and Barack finding out that we could possibly have had cancer. I found out that I don't have cancer, but I am precancerous. So we have to get ahead of it for cervical cancer. And then for Barack could, he possibly had bone cancer. Well, now they saying that it's tissue cancer that spread to the bone, and he's 13, so we don't want to put him through chemo and surgery. So we're just going to keep him medicated and hopefully, because he doesn't seem to be in pain, but he's having a hard time walking on his leg now, and they said the cancer could have spread and all of this. So it's like, put him down, or surgery that's expensive that he may not make it through, and just keeping him medicated. So I'm just gonna keep my baby medicated until it's time to put him to sleep, and that'll be when he's in too much pain or he's not eating or something like that. But y'all, when I tell y'all, we have been kind of like knowing that the time, like it was coming, because he's been getting, he's old now, and I'm just, it just makes me really, really sad. It makes me really, really, really sad. Y'all know I've had Barack since he was a baby. I got Barack in 2009, which was actually the same year that my dad died. So I got him, and Barack spent time with my dad and stuff before my dad died. It's just, but it's it's okay. I knew eventually that my baby would go on me, but it doesn't make it any easier. But anyway, he's okay though, y'all. Just so y'all know, right now he is laying in the sun in the backyard, chilling. Okay, Olivia is out there with him because and that's another thing. Like I have to see about we're gonna get another dog, because Olivia is gonna have a really hard time, like, with Barack being gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't even like being apart from each other in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we take Olivia out at a different time, Barack is gonna bark. If we take Barack out and leave Olivia, then Olivia is gonna bark. So it's just like, oh my God. So I'm gonna talk about with Lyric when he gets home. Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't want to unload all of that in this video. So please, somebody, time mark it for me, and let's go ahead and get back into it. Okay, child, listen. Shake it off. Okay. Thank you, Eleanor Granville, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wait, my puppy passed from cancer. Their family, so I feel you on this. Keep him comfy, shower him in kisses, and tell him you love him. Basically, what I already feel. Yeah. I'm gonna drug him up, and hopefully Lyric can wash him this weekend, and he can, spend a little bit more time laying up under me, child. Because lately it's just been Olivia. He just be on the floor. Yeah, it's just, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. So I told y'all about Jill ex-husband acting like a crazy person as he's getting convicted for shooting Eric, shooting Jill, and shooting Brianna. Nobody's dead, but you're going to jail, sir. Okay, you can't just be out here shooting people because your ex-wife left you, acting like it's something the Lord had. Listen. If you believed in the Lord, then you would know that maybe God was trying to set you up for something else. Maybe there was a better woman out there for you besides Jill the Thrill, who didn't really want to have children with you. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of feel like, go to hell, Darren, okay? You look weird anyway. Go to hell, Darren, okay? You just look untrustworthy, okay? Look like you can't trust him. Y'all, my mouse, I dropped my mouse, and my mouse is acting stupid. Anyway. All right, y'all. So moving on from there, Valaria. Yeah. I promise y'all, we're not gonna talk about me this whole review. Valaria's song went #1, and she finds out that she may have uterine cancer. Okay. And she talks to Thomas about it. She feels guilty about possibly putting him through having to take care of her if she gets sick. And, once they talk about the possibility of having children, he wants children. So it's like all of these things go through your mind. And when I tell y'all all of this was happening to me on the day that this episode came out, on Tuesday, I am literally going through this exact same situation that Valaria is going through on this episode, where I'm at a high. The website is doing great. You guys are being super duper supportive. YouTube slowed down a little bit, but it doesn't even matter because at the end of the day, the website is doing well. We're putting out good content. We're getting new interviews. Shit is going well. And what happens? You get a call from the fucking oncologist before your OBGYN gets a chance to call you and warn you about what the hell is going on. And then you have to wait 3 hours for her to call you and tell you that you don't have cancer. Meanwhile, finding out that your beloved fucking dog might have cancer as well. That was my day Tuesday. So after we get through all of this and we sit down to watch the shows on Wednesday, okay, and see that Valaria's situation is the exact same situation as my situation, I was just like, ain't this about a bitch? Ain't this about a bitch? And then there was another situation with the fertility thing on King of Napa. I said, fuck everybody that's writing for these shows right now. Okay, like I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh my God. Okay. But either way, back to Valaria. I love Thomas for her. I really do. I think he's so amazing. You know what I'm saying? So supportive. Okay. But they find out, much like myself, that she did not have cancer, but she has fibroids. Now, I haven't gone to the oncologist yet, y'all, so I don't have no further information from here. But ultimately, I feel good. Okay. And that's all that matters. Okay. But it's not cancer. And she doesn't have to have surgery immediately. So she was thinking about, I can still do this tour. Because y'all know she got a tour because her song went #1 and her album just came out. But they say that she needs to decide if she wants to have kids because she needs to hurry up and do that. She's already, up in her 30s at this point. And she has to go through the process of IVF, which means she would have to put the tour on hold. Her and Thomas talk, and he loves her. He wants a family with her. So they decide put the tour on hold and go through IVF. Okay. I know we don't know much about the husband. And I know, listen, Quaisha, I know you were saying that you were bored with their storyline, and I would have been if it had not been my life that day. I would have been bored if it had not been my life that day. Okay. Listen to me. So y'all, Naomi and Eric are together. Like, we saw them in the house, in the bed together. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be together. We also saw that Lil Muffin is still working on music. She's writing about prison reform and laws and voting rights and things of this nature. And I'm like, that is so smart. I really wish there was somebody out there that would make poppin' ass music that taught y'all something so that we would care more about things that matter instead of this spinning into the abyss that I feel like we're doing. I'm just saying, like, I just noticed that niggas really don't care about shit that matter at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's scary. It's really, really scary. Hey, there's a forum on her website, on her YouTube page. I'm a baby limber. Dominique, there's a video. There's a video on my channel, everybody, called Zoom Introduction to BondyBlueShow.com. Go there. It explains how to look through my website. But the short version is, yes, the forum is on my website, BondyBlueShow.com. You have to be a member, and I mean a paid member. You have to be a Baby Blue member or a Royal Blue member in order to see the forum. But it is under Bondy's community. Okay? So you can go there, girl, and then you can check out all of what went down in the forum. So yes, Naomi and Eric are making it a go. Lil Muffin is out here writing about prison reform, and I wish they would do that in real life. So then we find out that 20 years ago, that day, Nasty Girls went 4 times platinum when they released their, what was it called, y'all? Hard Queens album. Okay. They actually released a song which I was listening to earlier, was really tight. I.e. Waterfalls TLC. Oh yeah. That was them with that 4 times platinum. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rhythms and the lakes that you used to. I know that you're gonna have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Oh, y'all mean about the subject matter of the songs? Yes. And like Rhythm Nation too. Yes. Music that actually said something. Child, I wish they would do that again. Hearts of the Queen is the name of. Thank you, Hearts of Queen. Thank you. I don't know why I was thinking whatever I was thinking, but Hearts of Queen. Is it Hearts of the? It's Hearts of Queens, right? It's Hearts of Queen. It's not Hearts of the Queen. It's Hearts of Queen. Anyway, y'all, child, whatever. Either way, that album is anniversary bound. So they want to re-release it so they can make some money, because right now they ain't got no money. Well, in order to re-release that album, they have to get the masters. And Eric sold half of the masters. Well, not sold, but gave half of the masters to his ex-wife, Robin, when they divorced, so that he can get this Hamptons house that he ended up foreclosing anyway. Y'all, I was like, is Robin Givens playing herself? She was playing herself, wasn't she? Either way, he meets up with Robin. They have lunch. And at first she was like, you can have them. You know, I am the bitter ex-wife, but you can just have them. It's fine. But you're paying for all of this expensive ass dinner, and I want a bottle of that champagne. You know what I'm saying? We're like, okay, fine. But then JoJo calls. And she's like, oh, that's a young one. And he's like, no, I found out that's my daughter. And then she's like, oh, do I have to ask whose daughter it's by? You know, like who the mama is? And he was like, nah, you don't have to ask. And so now she didn't figure out it's Naomi child. And she pissed. Act a fool, act an ignorant fool in them people restaurant. Tell him that she is not giving him and his baby mother nothing. Them, she out. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Calm down. But anyway, Valaria tells Naomi that she wants to postpone the tour, okay, so that she can go through IVF so she can get pregnant. And he explains to her everything that happened at the doctor's office. Naomi says that it took her 20 years to learn how to be a mother, and watching JoJo flourish and grow has been like one of the most gratifying, if not the most gratifying experience of her life, more so than performing on any stage. So ultimately, if Valaria wants to put music aside so that she can have a chance at that, then Naomi understands it and is not going to fight her on it. Now, it's tough for the label, but ultimately, they're counting on being able to sell that album, right? Enters Eric to tell Naomi that, oh no, okay, my personal business has fucked up our business yet again. And Naomi starts going off about how she can't trust him. And he was like, you know why you can't trust me? She was like, school me, fam. I love that moment, okay? Because I was like, who's writing this? Thank you, okay? Realistic dialogue. But basically, she doesn't trust him because you've always given her reasons not to trust you. You fucked her out of the money. You know, always had this going back and forth thing like you were all in love with her, and then you end up getting with Valaria. Like, you did a whole bunch of things to make that lady not trust you. Okay? And even though he keeps trying to prove that he is to be trusted at this juncture, we don't know if we can believe him 100%. Okay? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Okay? So Naomi and Robin meet and talk. Robin wants answers. She thinks Naomi, was talking to Eric when they were still married. And Naomi was like, I was not talking to him when y'all were married. And Robin goes on monologue. I'm like, Robin loves an opportunity to give you a good monologue, right? So she's just like, well, I knew that he was messing around with Valaria. I saw it in the press. And, I remember the moment where I just knew that my marriage was over. He used to talk about you. The group came up over the years. And every time he talked about you, there was this youthfulness, this love. Like he was just a teenager in love. And I knew that I would never get him to look like that about me. And so one day I found a letter, and it said a lot, and I don't remember it all. But the last 2 lines have stuck with me. It was to you, Naomi. You know what he said? He said, it's always been you. It always will be you. And that was the moment I realized my marriage was over. Naomi had to be like, oh, girl, count on me through thick and thin. No, we're not friends, but I wasn't trying to do that. My bad. I wasn't trying to steal your man like that, girl. That wasn't my intention. You holding on to the pain, okay? And you have to let it go. You know why? Because after the pain, you're coming on me. And I welcome you. Yes, indeed. You're a glad sight to see. This is what I want y'all to do for me. After the rain and all that I have been through. It's a bounce. Still can't explain why I can still love you like I do. But I do, yes I do. Still love you like I do. Come on. Though you still do me like you do. Listen, I know you're laughing. Okay, so Robin has a come to Jesus moment. Naomi gets back to the house and tell Eric she loved him. Like I really think she didn't know. She didn't know what she was to him until Robin had to explain, girl, he married me for 6 years. We was married, girl. And for the whole time I knew that it wasn't me. And then I found out it was you. And now you know it's been you this whole time. So maybe you can stop acting crazy and love that man. Be with that man because you love that man, you know. So Jill and Lil Muffin, girl, they ran into Tina, okay, down to the street. Okay, ran into Tina down to the street, girl. And they have a moment alone, and Jill is just like, oh my God, have you heard about what happened with Darren? And did you hear what he said? I mean, that's what you had to say? People rarely get an opportunity to say anything in that type of situation. Jill, what the fuck are we doing right now? What type of conversation? I'm trying to apologize. Where's the I'm sorry then? Said Tina. What's love got to do with it, bitch? Okay? Jill is still living in this space of entitlement. You're a spoiled brat, and I don't know how. I don't know how you don't see what's going on here. Okay, Tina had to get her together and say, listen, ma'am, listen. I know you want me to feel sorry for you. And yeah, Darren fucked up, but you did me dirty. And I don't owe you that. I don't owe you that. We don't go together. I got a new girl. You see it right there? I'm about to go. Get out my face. Okay? And then Jill is like, you know what keeps me up at night, Tina? That you would think that anything that I did to you meant that I never really loved you. I did. She did. She did love her. Okay? She just fucked up. She loved her. Okay? So, Lil Muffin, Lauren, we're going to call her Lauren because she's keeping it real. She's keeping it 100. Keeping it real. Keeps it real with Jill and tells her that Tina doesn't owe her anything. She never heard an apology in all of that shit she was talking when they was down to the sidewalk. And Lauren says that she has got to let it go. She's got to let go of the guilt and she's got to let go of the pain. Okay? After the pain. Y'all feel me? Okay? Why Betty Wright is just what we needed in the moment. Okay? So they get in the studio and she writes this song, Jill, oh Lord, feel me. You know, I couldn't get the lyrics, y'all. I wasn't going through all of that for y'all today. I'm sorry, I did not have it in me. If you want to hear Jill's song apologizing to Tina and saying that she love her, she miss her, you know what I'm saying? Like, then y'all need to go ahead and check that out. But it was definitely giving Lil Kim / Ghetto Twins, girl. I was in it. And I will go ahead and reiterate that Notori needs to think about putting out a rap album, okay? But yes, Tina did hear the apology song because she sent it to her. I don't know if they released it, but she sent it to her. Okay, honestly, they should put that on the anniversary album, bitch. That would be a huge pull. Girl, did y'all hear about Jill the Thrill writing a song to her lesbian lover all in a song? Girl, you gotta go listen to it. Girl, yeah, that's a blog story. We would have definitely covered that. We would have covered that, girl. We would have covered that. I'd have been like, bitch, let me go listen to this song. Ain't messy. Okay. But yes, they have the album release party. Everything's great. The girls are doing good. You know. Okay. Jill get on my nerves. She get on my nerves too. We love you. Sorry about the bad news praying here. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, I be being cheap and your Discord is always popping. I don't hear what nobody say. Thank you. Jill needs therapy. Jill always be soaking into victimhood and it's annoying at this point. Like Lil Muppet said, bitch, don't nobody care. Get over it. Get over it. Jill's song was so manipulative. She only made the song because she had a new boo and wouldn't hear her out. It'd be different if she made it after what she did. I feel like it was to get it off her chest. I don't feel like it was manipulative. I think she just needed to get it out. And she sent it to her because old girl was owed an apology. Whether she's receptive or not is a whole different situation now. If old girl called her talking about I'm about to leave my girlfriend for you, then that's a different conversation. But for right now, can we just leave it at an apology? Anyway, I don't know if Eve wrote it. It sounds and when I listen to it again, I'll be able to see if I can catch that cadence because Eve has a specific cadence that she writes in, and I can hear it sometimes. But anyway, y'all, she probably did. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and move on from there. Let's move on to Kings of Napa because Kings of Napa was good too. Are y'all watching Kings of Napa? Let me know because I feel like it's a really good show, in my opinion. So the episode starts off. August is laying on her sofa, sleeping, earbuds in her ear. A hooded person is standing over her. We don't know who that hooded person is, but I'm scared. Then we find out through a phone call from Grace, the winemaker, that the grapes have been ruined. Okay, apparently Christian left the grapes out in the sun for too long and now they've been ruined. At least 15% of them, which is like $250,000 worth of grapes. So Grace tells August to bring Bridget back because Bridget is the best bet at getting the best out of the crop. That's what Bridget does. She got magic for the grapes. Y'all, did y'all used to watch Black and Sexy TV? Because if you used to watch Black and Sexy TV, then you remember old girl who plays Bridget. Y'all remember she used to be on homie Roomy Lover Friend. Y'all remember that? Roomy Lover Friend. That's what it was. Do y'all remember that show? Child, everybody popping from that show except for the main girl. I don't see that main girl nowhere. Hopefully she's doing something behind the scenes. She had a twin, but I haven't seen her recently. But see this one right here, I never liked her. She was unlike, you didn't like her on Roomy Lover Friends. You don't like her now. Bridget is something is going on with Bridget and I don't like it. Okay. But do y'all remember her? Because this episode reminded me that I did not like her when she was on Roomy Lover Friend. And I don't like her now. At least not on here. She a good actress though. Okay. Shout out to her. I feel like she might be the extortionist. Thank you for the super chat, DeQuasia. I like the show and the potential that it has, but the writers need to stop being lazy and give up more of a backstory to their storylines. I feel like it's not that they're being lazy. I think they're trying to like wait, give you time. They're gonna unfold. Things have to unfold. You don't want all of the story, at the beginning. Bridget Wig is giving Tyler Perry movie, but it's not. Some of the wigs are bad, but I feel like in real life, guess what? Some of y'all's wigs are bad. I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. So Rose and Dana have been having a hard time getting pregnant and she wants to go to a fertility specialist. And he's worried about passing dwarfism on to his child. And he talks to Auntie Yvette. And Auntie Yvette tells him that no matter what, they will love the baby. And the family loves Dana. Y'all, it's so aggravating to me. Like every episode, we're having to convince Dana that somebody loves him. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh, somebody loves you, baby. You know it is. Okay, for those who complain about my singing, I'm about to aggravate the fuck out of you. Get out of my video. Anyway, Bridget is kicking Melanie out of her house because she mad that her mama lied to her all these years about who her pappy really was. And Vanessa and August come over to beg Bridget to come back to their vineyard. And she agrees. After some begging, she agrees. And Vanessa asks Bridget to come with her to New York to prove that she's being genuine and she's not just asking her back into the family because she needs her help, but also because she family and she loves her and she, realized with prayer and a lot of the merlot that Bridget made, that at the end of the day, she is family. It's not her fault. And, she can get over it. But this conversation between the two of them is going to take a turn. We're going to get to that in a minute. Yvette is still trying to get back into the good graces and get back into the house. She's tired of sleeping on Bridget's sofa. So she was working on getting this wine distributor that the family has never been able to secure. And they haven't been able to secure him because he's not their type of people. We'll get to that in a moment as well. So, y'all, Christian. Vanessa told Yvette that because she was from Watts and because she sold wigs out of her trunk, that meant she wasn't going to be able to get this wine distributor to agree to work with them because she was lowbrow and the highest of the highbrow could not get him to agree to it. And I'm just kind of like, Vanessa, you really gonna make us dislike you. Vanessa, we really gonna be out here like, who is this lady? Get her away from me. Oh my God. Like, I don't know why, but she's irking my spirit. So, y'all, Christian, we don't really hear a lot from Christian, but we find out a little bit more from Christian this episode. Christian is still holding on to the news that Bridget might be the extortionist because he found that white powder that looks like cocaine, but it's not, that ruined the grapes. Okay. He found a bag of it in Bridget's work bag. Okay. So, it's possible she's responsible for killing the grapes at Sean and Sean's vineyard, which are the two gay white boys that wanted her to work for them. And she was supposed to go and work for them, but now she's going to quit Sean and Sean because she's going back to the Kings of Napa. Okay. So just like I said, Otis was not the extortionist. Y'all, Otis was the groundskeeper that they thought was the extortionist because he had a little bit more money than he was supposed to have. Well, guess what happened, y'all? Guess what happened? The daddy, Reggie, told Otis that he was gonna help Otis create his own wine because that's what Otis wanted to do. Reggie was dragging his feet, so Otis started stealing grapes from the vineyard and making his own wine and selling it to his people down to the hood. And that's how he got his extra money. And the truth of the matter is, I cannot stand when Black people do shit like that. You get to a place where you're the only, Black person of that caliber in that area. Somebody that works for you is good at their job and wants to do the same. And you so fucking selfish and worried about them becoming a competitor or worried about them taking their efforts from you that you don't ever give them the opportunity they deserve when really you could have created a wine specifically for him. Okay. Let him create his own wine and sold it along as a special edition, like, Otis's or whatever special edition wine, and gave him a percentage for the wine. You know what I'm saying? Like, do like a 70-30 split or something like that. That way he can make the money off of his wine, put him in a better space, and then you keep him and his expertise on your team. Why are people so fucking stupid? I'm sorry. Anyway, but this caused Reggie to steal the grape. Caused Otis to steal the grapes. And, everything happened where they thought that he was the extortionist and he ended up running and getting into a car accident and the poor man is in the hospital, child. He was in a whole coma, but he woke up. Anyway, so all of the calls from the extortionists were pinged off a tower close to Bridget's house. So Quincy, the PI, found that out, and now he wants to put a whole bunch of bugs all over Bridget's house. August doesn't know if she should do that or not because that seems fucked up to spy on your own sister. I say she should do it. I don't trust the bitch. Melanie goes to the doctor because she had a rash on her arm. Y'all know Melanie was a nurse with Doctors Without Borders. I think they mentioned it, but I missed it. Either way, she's been out of the country until recently. So Melanie could possibly have gotten something from over there in Africa, and she needs somebody to taking a look at her and making sure she's okay. Meanwhile, her disgusting ass daughter has decided that she don't give a fuck about her mama because Aunt Vanessa is over there twisting her arm that if you want to be back in the good graces of us in the vineyard, then you need to, basically say fuck your mama. And I'm really annoyed with Vanessa about that. And I don't know what Lord you talk to. I don't know who's Jesus. I don't know who's God you talk to, but something tells me that that's not really God. That's the devil. Vanessa has been talking to the devil masquerading as the Lord because the Lord would not tell you to try to draw a wedge between your maybe sickly sister. Hold up, y'all. Oh, y'all might have been hearing the background music. It was still playing, but it was just really, really low. As long as y'all was still hearing me, that's all I care about. But yes, as I was saying, Okay, Vanessa ain't shit. Vanessa takes Bridget to meet their evil ass mama slash grandma. Okay, as soon as she walked into the door, she's like, "Oh, those thighs! You're gonna have to purge to get those thighs thin if you want to find a man." And it's like, obviously, she already had a man, got money, he died. What the fuck wrong with this evil ass old lady? She got dementia, child. I don't know, but either way, she had a nervous breakdown after their dad died, and Vanessa proceeds to put the daddy's death on Melanie. Melanie was high out of her mind, and she comes back home screaming at daddy about something, just completely out of pocket. And then dad starts yelling at her and has an aneurysm and dies. It's all her fault. See, Bridget, your mom is a bad person, and you shouldn't want to love her. Vanessa, go to hell, Vanessa. Go to hell, Vanessa. The same people that raised Melanie raised you, and there's something to the story. There is something to the story. Okay? There is something that daddy did. I don't know what's going on here, y'all, but when she said the way Melanie ran back into the house and was crying and screaming at daddy about something, I need y'all to explain to me what Melanie was screaming to the daddy about. Okay? I need y'all to tell me right now. You know why? Because I feel like whatever the story is, Vanessa is framing it to make Melanie look bad. And either you know the truth and you fucked up, or you don't know the truth and you still fucked up. But either way, get Vanessa's ass away from me. Trying to make that lady not be there for her mama. Her mama might be over there dying or some shit. That made me so mad. So y'all, August has a panic attack, thinking about how Bridget could possibly be the extortionist. She thought back to a time where Bridget was kind of letting her know that if she needed to be grimy, she was about that shit. Okay. And Christian comes in and calms her down. And then Dana comes in, and we have one of the only scenes on this show where it seemed like Dana loves his siblings. Okay. He basically says that they should keep everything under wraps, keep Bridget close by, and see, if she's the actual extortionist. If she is, she's going to jail. If not, they don't want to disturb anything, so they're going to keep it all on the low. And August was like, well, you can't tell Rose because Rose and Bridget are really close. And he was like, fine, I'll keep it to myself. Child, we're going to find out how close they are later. Give me a moment each. Give me a moment. So Aunt Yvette ends up winning over the distributor with her realness. He did some research on her and found out that she isn't as bougie as her other family members. And that was the reason why he never did business with them, because he did not like how arrogant they were. And she ended up giving him the pussy. And so she gets back into the house, and they got the distributor. And it seemed like she really liked him. She didn't give him the pussy because she wanted the deal. She gave him the pussy because he was nice looking and rich. The type of black man that you would want to give the pussy to. You know what I'm saying? So August finds bugs all over her apartment. We all know that Quincy put those there for Dana, okay? But she's going to have to deal with that in a moment. So Bridget comes back acting weird and shit. I thought she was a doctor. I thought she said she was a nurse. I thought she said in that scene she was a nurse, but I could be wrong. Maybe she's a doctor. I don't know. Bridget comes back acting weird from the trip with Vanessa, obviously, after, meeting evil grandma. And, she's obviously still giving August a cold shoulder, and I don't know why, but she asked Rose to go out dancing. And Rose is like, of course, I can tell you about my fertility. I'm about to have a new baby. And she's like, oh, you might want to think about bringing another king into this world. I'm like, bitch, you a king. What are we talking about here? And then she gets a call from someone asking her why she quit Sean and Sean's. Wasn't that a part of her plan? And she says, yeah, but plans change, but I got it handled. And we was like, so you really having this conversation in front of them? Like, she was walking out, but I was like, bitch, why y'all not listening to her? What plan? What you talking about? I was like, Bridget, is it you? It be your own family most of the time. So y'all, August confronts Dana, speaking of family, confronts Dana about spying on her. And he says that at the end of the day, like, he didn't really get nothing from it. It was only in her living room, and the battery died days ago, which means he doesn't have any footage of whoever that was that got into her apartment or her house at the beginning of the episode. But he thought that she was weak. Okay. And she is weak, obsessing over Kelvin's ex-wife. And she's, what she said, he said she was looking for CFOs to replace him. And then she bust out laughing. She was like, I was looking for CFOs to replace you so that I could promote you to co-president so we could do this together and we can put all this nastiness behind us. But now I see that would have been a mistake. Because see, you was wrong about Otis. Otis didn't extort us, and you were even more wrong about me. And you know what? I am going to keep my eye on Calvin and his ex because my daddy is a fucking cheater and my brother put bugs in my apartment. So excuse me for trying to make sure that I don't ever let some sneaky ass nigga like you end up in my bed. Okay? I was like, girl, I am not mad at you. I am not mad at you. And then after that, she went and fucked Calvin on her high school football fields, stadium. Okay, she went and go fuck him down to the high school football field. I say, girl, not the high school football field, stadium with the little outfit on. She was cute. That Burberry trench coat with the cape, girl. I don't even like, oh, the clothes, Lord, the clothes. The clothes on this show are spectacular. I'm gonna start taking pictures every now and again of my favorite looks because when I tell y'all August be giving me all the life I need, all the life I need. Y'all, Dana ain't shit. Dana ain't shit. Anyway, Rose and Bridget get back from dancing. And Rose asks if everything went okay in New York because obviously Bridget is acting weird. And she says yes. But then Rose asks, well, where's your mom? And she was like, oh, she's at whatever, the Waldorf Astoria Child, whatever hotel. And, I'm glad to finally get her out of here. Like, why are you talking about your mama like that? So she was like, what's going on? Bridget says, I'm tired of all the secrets and I have a big one. Can I trust you? And she was like, always. And then she tells Rose that she knew for years that Reginald was her daddy. You knew this whole time that that nigga was your daddy? And yet you really mad at August? That lets me know that you secretly are just jealous of August. And that's why you're angry with her right now. Because her mom is Vanessa. She got to really be in the house. She got to be known as the daughter. She got to be the president of the company. I think you're jealous of her. And you might be the extortionist bitch. Oh my God. And then, y'all, just when you think your head is about to fucking explode, Rose says, you lied. And then Bridget grabs her and kisses her, and they start making out as if they had done it before. And she was like, I can't. I'm having a baby with Dana. And she was like, I'm your way out. You don't need that family. I'm your way out. I was like, she's your way out. What the fuck is going on? Oh my God. Meanwhile, bitch, I'm not none. Meanwhile, Dana is watching this whole exchange from the video cameras. Y'all. I'm sorry, but I was completely and utterly outdone. I was outdone. Yes, sunshine. Yes, sunshine. Yes. Is that the brain exploding? Yes, me. I was just like, not Rose and Bridget acting like this ain't something, this ain't new. And Christian referenced earlier in the episode that Rose had been with women before. So it made me wonder, were y'all in a relationship? Has this all been a scheme that you and Bridget and Rose have, like, what happened? And now we know that Dana knows, and y'all know how conniving and just insecure Dana is. Dana, what's gonna happen? How did we get here, y'all? Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I think it was her ex standing over her. You think Kelvin is the extortionist? Oh, I see. So I think the lawyer is probably the extortionist. Um, he is using Quincy as an inside man. I feel like he probably the one that told Bridget the truth and got her in on a scheme. Really? Why though? Why? What would be the motive? I don't even watch some of these shows. You're I'm cracking up, still stuck on. Don't blame Mr. Child. Bondi, you didn't see that coming. I saw that shit when she was in Bridget's studio, and there was comparability that said we're more than friends, family. Oh no, I didn't pick it up, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't pick it up. I did not pick it up at first. I was completely I mean, obviously, looking back now, I can see that they were working their way up to that. But no, I did not think that they were gonna end up being lovers. No, I didn't. I didn't think they was gonna be secret love. I know, right? Rose Bulba. I was like, how can I get that line like that? That was cute, but I don't be trusting people in my head, y'all. I gotta find me a good lesbian Bulba. Okay. But anyway, y'all, the episode was so good. If y'all are not watching it, y'all need to be. Okay. So do me a favor before we move on to what we gonna do power and then we'll end with sisters. And sisters wasn't, nothing. We'll do power next. So please do me a favor. Listen, if you ain't want the spoilers, I don't know what you came to the recap for. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into Power Book 2. So this was the finale episode. It was really, really good. And I just want to say, ain't no hoe in my blood. Ain't no hoe in my blood. No hoe in my blood. One day I'm gonna learn the rest of the lyrics to that damn song. Oh my God. Y'all, I have not stopped laughing at Freaky Zeke in a while. Okay. Listen, I'm glad. Okay, so y'all ready? Let's get into it. So y'all, Mecca and Monet start out the episode living it up on his little boat. Okay, living a good life on his little boat. Okay. And I think he was like putting another diamond necklace around her neck and promising that they could have a good life. See, this is what we can do, Monet. See what you can have with me, bitch. You can have a boat, diamonds, a beautiful life. Instead of that, scratching and surviving good time selling drugs with Lorenzo and all them kids, girl. I can give you something better, okay? And she's pushing him to kill Lorenzo. So he says, okay, if I need to kill Lorenzo, then we need to be careful and we need to make sure that Bobby Brown kills Lorenzo. I said, Bobby Brown? Bobby Brown? You're going to make Bobby Brown kill his daddy? Girl, that's fucked up. Tariq is still calling Lauren to see if she got out of town safely. He's worried. And Effie is trying to convince him that Lauren probably just ditched her phone and, it doesn't matter. It's okay. But she's down every step of the way. She got his back, 10 toes down. Tariq asked Effie to find Yasmin if he ends up going to jail because he has to go to court. So Tariq goes to court, right? And Trace was supposed to take the stand, but Braden ended up taking the stand for him. So basically, the night that Bobby Brown took Trace and Braden to sell drugs on the block, it was the same night that Tariq was stuck in his dorm with snitching ass Riley. So that means that Saxe is going to go along with this to make sure, okay, whatever Davis want to do, they're gonna go along because he don't want to have his niece Riley having to be brought to the stand to prove, okay, that when that whole situation happened with Trace and Braden, connecting them to Bobby Brown, there's no connection for Tariq because Tariq was at the dorms. And we will have to bring in your niece and prove that you had your niece involved. Like, it's just too much going on, too much backstory. So in order to keep this shit clean, we do not have to want to talk about that. Also, David says that he will burn both Riley and Saxe to save his client. Fuck what you heard, Saxe. I'm glad Davis has that mindset because eventually he's gonna have to take Saxe down. Somebody gonna have to take Saxe ass down because I'm tired of him. When Saxe walks away, Davis tells Tariq that Bobby Brown will think Tariq sent Trace to testify to get back at him for planting Ramirez's badge, right? So they need to be careful before Bobby Brown trying to come kill everybody. They go in court. Braden takes the stand in place of Trace. And y'all, we didn't know what was going to happen. My butt cheeks was clenched hella tight. I didn't know what was going to happen. Because I remember Courtney keeps saying that Braden and Tariq are not Tommy and James. And I'm like, is he going to snitch? Is he going to snitch? And he didn't. He got up there and said, I'm the one selling drugs at Choke and Stansfield. What's up? And Jenny was like, how can we prove that? You said you were friends with Mr. St. Patrick. And he's like, oh, well, I sold drugs through Course Correct. because I put together the technology. Here go the proof that I am the president. Of course, correct. And so with that, they dismissed the case. Tariq decides to get out of the game and focus on taking care of Yasmin, okay? Because all the charges have been dropped. David says that Jenny isn't going to let go of the evidence she has against the Tejada family and Bobby Brown. So, they need to try to find a way to keep noses clean and shit, okay? Tariq says, at the end of the day, this more so backs up on you, Davis, because with your double dipping ass, okay, you the one that made a deal with the Tejadas to let them know what was going on, and you didn't tell me that Bobby Brown put that badge in my room, and you knew. So it's a lot going on there, okay? But Davis was like, look, nigga, at the end of the day, I'm doing the best I can. You doing the best you can. Keep your nose clean. Get the fuck up out my office, okay? You ain't gonna tell on me. I ain't gonna tell on you. It is what it is. You got off. We good. All right. Yeah, the DA did look stupid with a dumb ass. Anyway, Dante shows Zeke his cars and his jet and asks him to fly away with Dante and Monet in 2 days when they leave. Zeke says, if you trust Monet, I can't trust you. Zeke, that was the smartest shit you ever said in your life. Dante tells Zeke Monet loves him, even if she said something even if she has something to do with Professor Zoe's death, she still loves him. And Dante says, if you want this car, you can take it. Zeke, take this car. Zeke, I'm like, this gonna end up getting us bit in the ass some type of way, child. Okay. I was happy that Braden's not only a client, he's the president. Listen. I was proud of Braden because y'all know ain't nobody about to go against Braden. They're not going to try to file charges against Braden. What did Braden say? He has to go and work at his daddy's business. That's what happens when you get in trouble as a rich white boy. You have to go work at daddy's business. Black people's lives be so different. Anyway, Monet convinces Bobby Brown that he needs to kill Lorenzo. One of the most fucked up scenes I've ever seen on the show. And it took a lot of convincing because Bobby Brown don't want to kill his daddy. He love his daddy. How you gonna make a nigga kill his daddy if he don't already hate him? She reminds him that Lorenzo got you jumped, okay? And he doesn't respect you. He gave Drew the business, okay? Then he shot at me. Your punk ass daddy shot at me. Bobby Brown, you have to do something about this. If he was any other nigga on the block, you would have killed him by now. You gotta do this, okay? Shit, where's Tariq when I need him? Because Tariq killed his daddy. I was like, bitch, no, you did not use Tariq to make your son kill his own daddy. You ain't shit. You ain't shit, Monet. I know she really wasn't trying to make him kill Lorenzo, but I still thought that was fucked up that she would do that. She know how insecure he is about Tariq, and she used that shit against him. And I was just like, Bobby Brown, when you gonna get smarter than the average fifth grader and stop letting people know and press your buttons? Because your mama and everybody else knows that you jealous of Tariq. You didn't have that button pressed on you a few times now. Mecca pressed that button on you and got you fucked up because that's how he went and put that badge on Tariq because Mecca told him that he needed to get Tariq under control. Like, you are old follow the leader, stupid ass nigga. That's why you can't be in charge. That's why it's Drew, because you don't have the mindset, nigga. You not playing chess. You playing checkers. Okay? And that's why you need to just be one of the men. Okay? You need to just be the muscle. Okay? Just be the muscle. Be the muscle. Talking about that pussy ass nigga killed his pops? Yes, nigga. He ain't as pussy as you thought. Ain't no hoe in his blood. Ain't no hoe in Tariq's blood. I'm serious. Jenny tells Sax that Lauren is dead, y'all. This is how we found out Lauren was dead. I said, it's a lie. Did we see her? Did we see her car and all of that? I feel like there was a scene where they showed the car and all of that, but I don't know if I believe Lauren is dead. I don't know. I think Jenny might be playing the fuck out of Sax now that I think about it. Jenny tells Sax that Lauren is dead. They found her car running out of town. She's going to make it her mission to take Tariq down for this. He tells her to walk away, and then Sax admits that he planted evidence on James St. Patrick for murder because he wanted him so bad. And then he went in there to kill him, but somebody else got him first. So don't be like me. Don't, let revenge cloud your judgment. And she was like, walking away means being an accomplice. Okay? And you wonder why we can't be together? It's because of that, Sax. Because you think that walking away It's the right thing to do. I'm like, bitch, he just told you that he planted evidence and he was about to kill somebody. And your response to that is at some point walking away means being an accomplice. Jenny is on bullshit. Jenny is trying to convince Saxe to help her get all this information. I think she's doing it on purpose. Like for real, acting like, oh, we can't be together. You're leveraging your relationship so this wet nose, pussy ass nigga can do your bidding for you so you can seek your revenge. And that's why I think that Saxe needs to die. Okay? Because Saxe is going to decide at the end of the episode that he wants to help her do this. And I'm like, that was her plan from the beginning, especially after she figured out that you were using her and feeding information that you got from her to Davis. Mm-hmm. So I'm clocking it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. Okay. Monet tells Tariq that she needs to help with the killing of Mecca. And she, explains that Mecca is Dante and they got history, but he already knows about Dante Spears because he's read the file that was in his duffel bag. Tells her everything about that. Zeke's dad, federal informant. Oh, this nigga's a snitch. Oh, he deserves every bullet I'm going to give him. I'm like, y'all, Mary J. Blige only knows how to act angry. It's so hilarious. So now Monet really wants to kill Dante. Tariq wants his money from Dante first. So he's like, listen, can you hold off on killing him until I get my 2 million and then you can kill him and I can be out? And she was like, listen, Tariq, if you want to be out, you can be out. Okay, so they agree to come up with a plan and get everybody involved. Teamwork, dream work, kill Mecca, get out. Okay, get out the business. So Monet and Lorenzo meet up and she tells him that Mecca is Dante, Dante is Mecca. I'm like, does he know who Dante is? I was so confused in that moment. But either way, she explains that he wants Bobby Brown to kill Lorenzo on some prove your loyalty type shit. And he don't believe that Bobby Brown can do it, but he believes Monet. But she said that she's going along with it for Bobby Brown's sake. But she needs Lorenzo to go along with her and Tariq's plan. Y'all, Lorenzo is, one of these dumbass, alpha niggas. Y'all think that because you're a man, you're the one that needs to be in charge of something and you end up proving to be more of a liability than a benefit. Okay? Because you let your stupid shit get in the way. It's when you realize that Lorenzo is actually the Bobby Brown of this situation. And Monet is the Drew. Like, Monet is more thoughtful. We thought Lorenzo was smart, but now we figure out that Lorenzo is much like Bobby Brown, doing dumb shit out of anger. Okay? Anyway, we're going to get to that in a minute. But he wanted to be the one to kill Mecca, but Monet says it has to be her. And we know at this moment, like I said, he's not going to listen. So Lorenzo goes and talks to Drew and Diana about the plan, and they kind of needed a little bit of convincing. But once Drew says he's going to do it, then of course Diana is going to follow suit. Tariq and Braden finally talk after the court situation, and he tells him that he wants out of the game. Of course, Braden doesn't want out of the game, but you need to go sit your ass down, okay? The fucking DA knows where you live. Go sit down, okay? And he basically tells him he needs to take care of Yasmin the way Braden took care of Trace. He knew that Trace was going to testify, but he took care of it, so it's all good as long as Bobby Brown don't find out. Well, guess what? Here come Bobby Brown, okay? Tariq also asked Braden about Lauren, and he was like, oh, she just rolled off without me. I'm like, you can't tell this nigga lying? I could tell this nigga lying. You can't tell this nigga lying? Anyway, Braden leaves, and Tariq basically gives Bobby Brown the how to kill your father speech. You're never going to be the same after this, nigga. Get your mind right, okay? Gotta do what you gotta do, though. So Zeke goes to see dumbass Detective Kevin to ask if they still believe that Professor Zoe committed suicide because Zeke is trying to find some type of evidence that Monet has something to do with Professor Zoe's death. If not for nothing to help him make the decision about whether to leave with them or not. But when he goes and talks to him, he basically says they still feel like it's suicide. Okay? So, fine. But later on, dumbass Detective Kevin shows Zeke a picture of Monet in her car in the vicinity of Carrie's apartment. And he says that, oh, she was just coming to pick me up because I wanted to go see Carrie and I changed my mind. And, I called her and told her to come and get me. So that was before I went to Carrie's place. So dumbass Detective Kevin might be able to trace the calls and find out if he actually did talk to Monet. You know what I mean? But either way, That's in the back of your mind that now dumbass Detective Kevin may suspect Monet of having something to do with Carrie's death. And he might decide to go after her because he might feel bad about getting Carrie involved because y'all know he had his own vendetta against Carrie that really got her involved in this when he put all of that pressure on her. So Tate and Steven, y'all, this moment with Lorenz Tate was a Black History moment. I loved it. And it honestly made me feel like as grimy as Tate is, I would appreciate if there were more men like him, especially if they wanted to make good things happen for people versus, all out for self. But Tate and Steven muscled Sweeney into stepping down, okay? And Sweeney wanted to be like real big balls about it. You know what I'm saying? Got real big balls. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, please, y'all can put that story out. Nobody's gonna remember it in 6 months and they'll get over it. And nobody's taking that chance. The Democrats are not taking that chance. So basically, Steven told Sweeney, look, listen, you need to step down. In 6 months, we can give you a better job, okay? But you need to do it. And Sweeney was like, about to call Tate a smug, arrogant, and Tate was like, what, nigga? Yeah, nigga that's about to take your fucking job. I was like, yes, Tate, for Black History. I was so very proud of the way he was able to, play chess and get that seat. The way these boys get them, this is the way things work in politics. We all know that. You saw that based off, the last president. A lot of this shit goes on because you blackmailed somebody, because you got some good dirt on somebody so you can move them from their seat and all of that type of shit. That's what a lot of this shit is built off of. And we saw that with Trump. Trump was out here blackmailing everybody, okay? And we saw a lot of, exchanging the quid pro quo of it all. You know what I'm saying? Giving people seats and shit that they shouldn't have, okay? What's the education bitch name? I forgot. Okay, her ass who obviously paid for that seat. But anyway, y'all, Bobby Brown and Mecca talk about killing Tariq. And I was like, really? So y'all gonna kill Tariq? Okay. Now, Monet was listening the whole time, but I don't think they know she was listening. Tariq stops his sister's adoption. And then here comes Saxe to inform Tariq that Lauren is dead. Saxe, of course, at first thought Tariq may have something to do with it, but then he sees that he didn't have anything to do with it. But he asked, did he tell somebody else? And Tariq was like, look, I gotta go. Saxe goes to talk to Davis, tells Davis that Lauren is dead, and basically asks if he played the recording for Bobby Brown because he knows that Davis was taking money from the Tejada family. So did you play that recording for Bobby Brown? And he was like, no, I wouldn't have never. And it's hard to believe that he's telling the truth. But he was like, I would have never put Carrie in danger, especially with the relationship I had with her. Yeah, I might be a hoe, but I don't want none of my hoes to die. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, y'all. That Method Man was real serious in that moment. But he basically was saying, like, no, bruh, I did not put her in danger. Saxe says, well, you took money from Bobby Brown. And David says, and yeah, you framed James St. Patrick for murder. So don't come waving your sanctimonious self-hatred at me. We the same. I know who the fuck I am, okay? And then he asked him about the Theo Rollins case, which y'all know that's Redman, that's his brother. And what we find out this episode through dialogue is that whatever Theo is in jail for, killing somebody, whatever it is, he took the fall for Davis because Davis is actually 4 feet higher or 4 feet taller than him. He says it at the end of the episode. But that was the evidence that proved that Theo wasn't the actual culprit in whatever he went to jail for. So they planted evidence on him as well, and they're just trying to find a way to get him out of jail. But Saxe was like, he's working on it. But Theo is innocent. The prosecutor suppressed evidence that the real shooter was 4 inches taller. So that's why Davis is trying so hard to get his brother out of jail. His brother shouldn't be in jail, and his brother is sick and possibly dying. So, because he was like, it's not good. Whatever the doctor said, it wasn't good. So y'all, Tasha, we finally got to see Tasha on Power again, child. That's because Queens just finished. So ain't that funny, y'all? So Tasha is in protective custody. Tamika's at the door. I said, you know who that is, okay? I don't like people playing on my phone. Go answer the door, okay? At first she was scared and shit, got the gun in a duffel bag. She was about to run. But Tamika says, Tasha, let me in, so she opens the door, sees that it's Tamika, and then here come Yasmin. So basically, Tariq was able to get Yasmin into protective custody with his mom, which is what we wanted to happen from the very beginning and what we were questioning. Like, why hadn't that happened? That was stupid. Why wouldn't they put Yasmin in protective custody? But we needed Tariq to have a motive for everything he was doing this season. So that was the reason why, I guess. But ultimately, now Yasmin is in Tasha's custody. Thank God. We don't have to worry about that anymore. But he has to stay away. He was sitting in the car with Sax while all of this was going on. And he asked Sax if he knew about Dante Spears. And he was like, yeah, he's a federal informant. He got in so much trouble. We had to sanction him from entering the U.S. for his own safety. And if it wasn't for him, then the Eastern District wouldn't have mounted the investigation on James St. Patrick, on your daddy. Okay, so maybe if there was no Dante Spears, there wouldn't have been a James and Angela. And we all know for Tariq, when James decided to leave the family for Angela, that was when everything started to fall apart for him. So he could possibly in his mind feel like that's a justifiable reason to be a part of Mecca's murder, because nigga, if it wasn't for you, my family could have possibly still been together. You know what I'm saying? Based off of what I've heard Courtney say. So Tariq and Drew discussed the plan, and there's some exchanging of bags. Like, everybody's walking around with a version of the duffel bag, of Mecca's duffel bag. And Diana is the only one that has the real bag, okay? Diana is not supposed to look in the bag, because if she looks in the bag, then whatever she sees will cause issue. They keep telling her, don't look in the bag, okay? So Drew gets a text right in the middle of dealing with all of this from Everett. So he runs to go and meet Everett, and Everett is questioning him about his key card, which was used for a restricted area on campus that Everett didn't even know about. So he's questioning if Drew stole his key card, and Drew is like, why are you questioning me? And listen, I ain't do all of that. He's lying to him, basically. Like, how you gonna question me? Nigga, I'm questioning you because I'm wondering if you lying to me. But Everett gets a text from his coach. He has to go to practice, whatever. But it's still cool between them, right? Drew's walking away, and Drew ends up getting jumped, okay? While this is going on, Bobby Brown and Tariq are supposed to be going to kill Lorenzo, but Tariq stops Bobby Brown right before he shoots Lorenzo. And then he tells him that we did that, when they wanted Mecca to feel like you were really going to kill Lorenzo, okay? But we're really here to kill Mecca's people. So they kill Mecca's people. Tariq, Lorenzo, and Bobby Brown get out of there. Bobby Brown goes to save Drew, because these BSK boys had been following him and was trying to rob him from the duffel bag, because they're now working for Mecca. Y'all, it's a whole bunch of shit going on. But ultimately, Bobby Brown came and stopped Drew. Well, he rescued Drew, and then he stopped Drew from killing one of them niggas. I'm like, y'all are outside of an apartment building with a whole bunch of windows. Everybody can see y'all, nigga. Don't be stupid. Drew is a little bit of a maniac. Yeah, that punt kick was priceless. You ain't never lie. Okay? Ooh, he kicked him in the face. Lorenzo gets home and asks Diana if she looked in that bag. And Diana was like, no, Papi, they told me not to look in a bag. But she did look in the bag. She was like, a snitch, Papi? Is that what you think of me? He was like, listen, okay, my daughter isn't a snitch, but you're smart, okay? That's why you looked in that bag. What did you see? Tell me, so I can go and make a dumbass decision. So that's what she did. She tells him that she saw a whole bunch of accounts for her, Drew, Bobby Brown, and for Monet, but none for Lorenzo, okay? And obviously nothing for Zeke, right? So he's like, all right, he leaves. He was not supposed to leave. He was supposed to stay at the house, okay? But he didn't. He goes to the hangar. And I guess he thought that Mecca was supposed to be going to the hangar and getting on the plane, and he was supposed to kill Mecca before Monet got there. But that's not what happened. He, like a punk. Y'all, Lorenzo is a bitch. I'm sorry. But why would you shoot him in his back? What kind of bitch ass shit is that? Y'all, he rolled up on Zeke when Zeke was getting on the plane, and from like a good 3, 4, 5 yards away, shoots at Zeke and supposedly kills Zeke. But I don't know if Zeke is dead, y'all. I honestly feel like Zeke might have got shot. And when dumbass Detective Kevin showed up, because, he heard Zeke's name on the radio, he probably showed up, and they're going to put Zeke in protective custody so he can turn state's evidence against Monet and the rest of the family, especially because Zeke is pissed. And now Zeke probably put it in his head that he got shot because of y'all. I don't know. But I feel like Zeke may not be dead. That looked like a shoulder shot to me. But either way, stupid ass fucking Lorenzo. Stupid ass fucking Lorenzo is all I have to say. Okay? So, y'all, back at Mecca's apartment, they called Tariq to come to the apartment with the duffel bag, right? He shows up with the duffel bag. He's going upstairs, and Mecca lets him in. And when Mecca is about to pull his gun because he was going to kill Tariq, Monet kills him. And he was trying to convince her not to. Don't do it. Zeke's going to hate you. I really love you. I'll do anything to be with you. And she shot that nigga in the head. I said, Monet cold-blooded. She cold-blooded. She shot that nigga square in the head. Then here comes Tariq. They cleaned it up. They wiped the cameras, but they couldn't wipe the lobby cameras, y'all. So when motherfucking Rodriguez, y'all, yes, y'all, Agent Rodriguez, I hate her. Agent Rodriguez shows up because she was Mecca's connect, y'all. She was Mecca's connect agent. He was her CI. So when he made a phone call saying that his cover had been blown, he was calling Agent Rodriguez. So Agent Rodriguez takes a look at the lobby pictures and sees Tariq St. Patrick on the camera footage. So now Agent Rodriguez and Jenny are probably going to come in cahoots to go after who? Tariq St. Patrick. I was so mad. Y'all. That shit had me blue. I was like, fuck. We're going to have to wait till next season. Hopefully Tariq can get himself out of this. But you have made some enemies this season that will definitely follow you into season 3, which they have been renewed for. And then Tate. Y'all, Tate tells his brother that he's getting Sweeney's seat, and he wants him to be head of his security to make up for him getting fired from his job after he threw him under the bus. With that information about that so-called witness that saw 2 people kill Jabari and not just one. Okay. And Tariq gave Yasmin a letter for Tasha, and Monet at the end of the episode gets the call that Zeke is dead. And like I said, I don't believe that Zeke is dead. But y'all, it was good. Tate is getting a spinoff, I heard. Okay, that might be cool. We gotta see how it's written. I think Tariq gonna get out of it because of that tracker Mecca had on him. Ooh, yeah, that might be a good one. But they still got that footage though. They got footage. Somebody gonna have to get rid of that evidence, man. Somebody gonna have to wipe some evidence. But Power was good, y'all. It was a really good season. I did watch the show with Tommy, Power Force, but I don't know how I feel about that right now. Like, maybe I'll watch it again and tell y'all how I feel. But right now, I don't really know if I'm feeling it like that. I'm going to get into Sisters next, you guys. Okay. I think Effie killed Lauren and set it up to make it look like a car crash. She looked way too guilty. I think so too. But the fact that we didn't see her is the only thing that bothers me. It was blurry, but you could tell that was motherfucking Tariq. You could tell. The footage proves he was in the lobby, not where he went. Right. It was supposed to be called influence, but I don't think it's happening. They're trying to say they're gonna tie Menace Society to that. Man, please. Old dog ain't never became no motherfucking. Like, stop it. I'm feeling Tommy. So, yeah, the sex scenes in that show were good. Of course, they saw Tariq is reason for season 3. It's a good show. Y'all, I'm about to start Sisters, but y'all just give me 1 second. Like the video for me. I'm going to go check on my dog because she keep barking. I'll be right back. Ugh, all right, we're back. Sorry, y'all. I had to go check, y'all. They doing all that bulk and it's getting cold outside. All right, y'all. Moving on into sisters. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? My girl pull me down and no one mess around. My love life is the best. We going in out tonight. 'Cause I'm ready for love. Okay, listen. Let's go ahead and get into this week's episode of Sisters. And please don't forget the Ooh Ladies First panel will be tonight on my channel. And in an hour and 45 minutes, we are releasing our interview with sexologist Michelle Hope. If y'all remember her, she was on Eight at the table or whatever, and it was she had the vagina, and she was like, "Why are you beating me up?" Y'all remember that it went viral? Okay, well, we had her on our show, and we had a really great conversation with her. She made our job easy, but I want y'all to check out the interview because it was really great, and then we're gonna come to y'all right after that, with the Ooh Ladies First panel. So and we're gonna talk about some things, y'all. Y'all know we're gonna talk about some things. Okay, all right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into sisters. So y'all, Karen saw Aaron, I'm sorry, Karen told Eric that she was pregnant. And he asked if the baby was his. And I know a lot of y'all don't even believe that Karen is pregnant. Karen is working on my nerves because Karen has yet to go to the doctor's office to make sure that she's pregnant. She also had sex with both Aaron and Zach in a very close window of time. So I feel like you can't possibly know if the baby is his or the baby is Zach's, but you want the baby to be Zach, so you're convinced that it is. And the fact that Aaron brought that up, he was like, "So are you sure the baby is in mine, or are you just saying that because you don't want the baby to be mine and you want it to be Zach's?" But he was saying that he would be there for her and take care of her and the baby either way. And she didn't look like that was making her happy. She was like, "I want you to just leave me alone." It's like, well, then tell the nigga to leave you alone and stop acting like you want him. Karen works on my nerves. She hadn't even told her friends yet. You know why? Because she ain't never went to the damn doctor. She took a pregnancy test, but she didn't go to the doctor. She working on my nerves, y'all. Now she wants to be with Aaron. And I don't know, like, does she want to be with Aaron? Because you're telling him you don't want to be with him. He's telling you he'll be there for you. You acting like that's what you want to hear, but then still pushing him away. Talking about, "I just need to be by myself and take care of me and this baby." Girl, I was just like, "Karen, leave me alone." So then Karen tells Preston, don't come in her shop again with Tanya trying to use her to make Danny jealous, because apparently she was right about that. That's what he was doing. I said, Tyler Perry, the writing don't be making sense sometimes, okay? Because it really did not seem that way. But now that they're saying it like that, you really was bringing a girl back and forth to Karen's hair salon so that she can call Danny when you could have just called Danny? That's stupid. That's so stupid. Gary introduces his business partner in his brokerage firm, Jake, to Zach at his house, his new house that he's building. And they talk about stocks, and he tells him that he's up, the stock is up 2.7 million, and he should take some of the money out. And he's thinking about, taking that money out, but where does he put it? He want to put it in a brokerage firm. Well, you want to put your money with Crazy Gary? And I was like, "So do you know Gary or not, Zach?" Because he was like, "I ain't putting my money with Crazy Gary." I'm like, "So do you know Gary or not?" Because remember last episode, he was acting like he'd never met Gary before. And in this episode, he called him Crazy Gary. And I was like, "So do you know that he's Crazy Gary?" And then next episode, you telling Fatima, "I'm not putting my money with Crazy Gary's brokerage firm." I was just so confused. The scene was annoying. I almost felt like Zach, aka Duvall, is annoyed in the scene with the dialogue, because he's like, "Okay, like, hello, like, what we here to talk about?" I don't know if it was just me that noticed that vibe when he was talking to the Jake guy, but it was just like, bro, what the fuck is he talking about? Jake, whatever the name is Jake, right? It's Jake. Okay. So everybody is supposed to be meeting up at Andy's that night, and Karen calls Andy to ask her to invite Fatima. So we got to keep going back and forth about whether Andy should actually invite Fatima. And she says just to have Fatima on standby, but not really invite her. We all know that Karen is going to tell everybody she's pregnant, so Fatima does need to be there. And they dumbasses haven't been able to figure out how Fatima has something to do with what Karen is saying. I'm like, obviously she's pregnant. Maurice and Calvin talk about the fight, that he got into, shirts versus skins. And Maurice wants to know, did he scream and pass out like the ballerina, the way he did last time when he got into it with Jacoby's ass? That was you. That was you. That was you. Okay? So what'd you do this time? Got your ass knocked out. I really wish Calvin would stop walking around acting like a tough guy. You are not a tough guy. Stop it. Okay? Oh my God. Fatima finds out that Zach is thinking about working with Gary and his little friend Jake. Yeah, that's probably, I don't know. I guess that's when she's gonna tell him, do you know that that's crazy, Gary? Do you know that's the Gary that hugged the life out of Andy that one time? Child, I think Gary is running the front. He probably is. I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all. I don't trust him for nothing. For nothing, I don't trust him. Don't like him. Karen puts herself in a situation to get herself upset for no reason, and that's aggravating. It is. Gary is suspicious. Gary is more than suspicious. The Val is a good actor. Sometimes. I'm just playing. He all right. If you think about invite me, don't invite me. Andy is annoying. She is. She only wants Fatima there so she can try to play a big joker, and Fatima gonna hit her with the Uno reverse. Like, bitch, I already know. Maurice is hilarious. He is. Gary had her followed by the fake cops. And she still wanna, y'all, I don't understand Andy. I don't understand Andy. Andy still wanna be with him. Andy still want to be with Gary. Ain't shit she love fucking with Kane's emotions. Sorry, oh, you talking about power. Karen thinks she dropping a bomb on Fatima. Child, you ain't dropping a bomb. Zach was with Karen for 3 years. You mean to tell me they never hung out as couples? He never met Gary in those 3 years. That's the same thing I said when they was at the basketball court. Really, them niggas ain't never met you, ain't never heard about word of mouth about the nigga that hugged the life out of your old lady best friend. What? Like, that's some shit you call your nigga about before you even get home. Bruh, let me tell you what the fuck going on over here. Yeah, I'm about to get in the car right now, babe. Yeah. I'm about to be on my way. You give me 15 minutes. You want to talk? Oh, all right. So listen, let me tell you. Hold up. Let me get in the car. It's about to switch over on the Bluetooth. Hold up. Look, that's how the whole conversation go. The acting isn't so great on Sisters, though. It's not. I've seen him do better in other shows. I'm sick of Andy. She's a bird, and I don't speak bird. I think Jake, bruh, who else thought Jake was another Hayden? I was like, that nigga look just like Hayden. I don't trust him. That's too funny, y'all. I said it. I was like, he looked just like Hayden. I don't trust him. I don't trust the nigga. I don't trust. I don't trust him. Okay. But anyway, y'all, that's all that went down. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please don't forget to come through tonight for the Ooh Ladies First panel. We're gonna talk about a lot of these hot button topics that's going on, child. I have some thoughts about the baby situation, not Lil Baby, the baby. I heard that Andy gonna be on Power. I think she is. Y'all know that all the black actors be everywhere, and I'm not mad at them about it. Okay. Right. I was dying laughing. Zach said, "Who white, your mama or your dad?" I knew it was his. I knew it was his mama. I knew it was his mama, y'all. I said it. I was like, his mama. You could just tell. You can just tell. Okay. But anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and go. Cause I gotta go out there and get them. Child, she balking again. She just ready to come inside. That's all. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day. And I will see y'all tonight, 8:30 Central, okay? For the Ooh Ladies First panel. And y'all make sure y'all show up at 6:45 so that y'all can see the sexologist conversation. Because we answered some of y'all questions that y'all asked us. And it was just an overall really good conversation. Okay. So see y'all there. Bye.